What's up, folks? How's it going? This is Abhijit here, and welcome to DevOps Challenge here. So let's start with today's interview question. And today's interview question is, let me share my screen. Today's interview question is on CloudWatch and CloudTrail. So what is the difference between CloudWatch and CloudTrail? So stay till the end, and first we'll see the demo. And after that demo, we'll discuss what is the difference between CloudWatch and CloudTrail. And at the end, we'll have some quiz. You can pause the video, you can participate in the quiz so that you validate your understanding, validate your concept. Okay. So this video is contributed by Avantika, and anyone who wants to contribute videos or wants to contribute in any way, let me know. You can message me on my page, DevOps Challenger page. You can message me. So I read all the messages. You can message me if you want to contribute in any area. So later I may start with Google Cloud, Azure Cloud, and also AWS couple of areas. And if you are working on some interesting areas on AWS and you want to contribute some videos, let me know. Okay, so let's have a look at the video. So thanks, Avantika, for sharing this video.
Okay, so for problem 1, I will be showing CloudWatch UI as well as CloudTrails UI. So to start off with CloudWatch, I should first make sure that my EC2 instance has the monitoring enabled. As you can see over here, the monitoring is enabled. And I can do this by going to Actions, going to Monitor and Troubleshoot, and Manage Detail Monitoring, then enable this and confirm. After this, I will connect to my EC2 instance. And then I will go to my shell. After this, I'll go to CloudWatch. Now I will go to the metrics and go to all metrics. Then I'll go to my EC2 instance as I've launched an EC2 instance. And then I will select my EC2 instance ID. Yeah, this is my EC2 instance ID. I will copy this and then go back to the CloudWatch and then paste it. As you can see, there are 17 metrics. And so I can select the CPU utilization. Now it will show a utilization graph.
So here she has enabled detailed metrics. That's why it's showing so many metrics. But if you have not enabled any metric, by default, it will show some basic 3-4 metrics like CPU utilization, etc. But if you have enabled detailed metrics, then it will cost you some money. But it will give you so many details. Like here, you can see that there are 17 different metrics are getting captured.
As to what has been utilized in the past few minutes. Now this is my time zone. It shows between 1 hour to maybe a week. I can also change it by using custom. So over here, currently it is taken as 3 hours, up to 3 hours. I can select a minute. I can also go to 15 months of time over here. Now next I'll go to CloudTrail.
So here you can see what is the metrics of past 3 days or 3 hours or 3 minutes or 3 months. You can select that time duration. So this is CloudTrail.
Okay, so I will go to the dashboards, the event history. So in my event history, you can see that there's a username, the event time, what event happened, and what is the resource type. So as you can see, this is only EC2 instance. And what is the resource name, which is the ID basically.
So here it's the event history. Any event it's getting captured. Like you can see start instance started, what time it started, who started it. So it's a root user started, but it can be any other user who has started. Then event source, resource type, and all these details are getting captured here. Okay, now let's have a look. What is the difference between CloudWatch and CloudTrail? So CloudWatch is basically for monitoring and observability service in AWS. It's a monitoring and observability service. It helps track metrics, collect logs, set alarms, even trigger action based on the threshold. So it can trigger action also. So it will track some certain metrics. It will collect the logs, set alarm. If it crosses some particular value, like say it's crossing more than 70% value, it will set alarm, and then it can trigger some action. Whatever you want to do when CPU utilization cross 70%, you can set that action. For example, I use CloudWatch to monitor CPU usage on EC2, memory and disk space with custom state, application logs from services like Lambda, ECS, etc. So logs also can be captured. CloudTrail, on the other hand, is more about auditing and governance. It records who did what in your AWS account. So CloudWatch is what is happening, metrics and logs, and CloudTrail who did what. API calls security. It's what is happening, and trail is who did what. So Amazon CloudWatch, you can see that it tells what is happening, performance, usage, right? So this is a sample log output, timestamp, instance ID, log stream, web server logs, messages, failed to connect to database or something like that, timeout error, log group. So this is it. Like what is happening, you come to know that some error happened, what is happening. So shows an application error logged by web server or EC2. Useful for debugging, performance monitoring, alerting. Useful for debugging, performance monitoring, and alerting. Performance monitoring is also important because if it crosses more than 70% or 80%, you want to trigger some alarm or you want to auto scale, right? Metric examples, CPU utilization, disk read-offs, networking. Whereas CloudTrail tells you who did what in your AWS account. Security and auditing purpose, who did what. So here someone started in instance, which region is for, which IP address, what is the source IP address, from which IP address he has started, how he has started it. He has used AWS command line, right? What is his username, DevOps engineer. So all these details are getting captured here. So the DevOps engineer started an EC2 instance using AWS CLI. Useful for security auditing, compliance, and tracing malicious activity and change. So if you, for security auditing, if you want to check who is doing what, tracking purpose, you have to use CloudTrail. But CloudWatch for performance monitoring, for debugging, alerting, right? You'll be using CloudWatch. So to summarize, CloudWatch, what is happening? CloudTrail, who did what? Data type is matrix and logs. CloudTrail, API calls, user actions are getting captured. Audience, developers, and operation teams. CloudWatch. CloudTrail, who are the audience? Security, audit, compliance teams. They will mainly look at CloudTrail. Developers will mainly look at CloudWatch. Example use CPU greater than 90%, do something, right? Trigger some action. Application crash log you want to see, you can see in the CloudWatch. CloudTrail is to instance who stopped it by user X, by DevOps engineer. So you can track that. So this is the difference. They are the difference between CloudWatch and CloudTrail. So now let's go to the quiz section, and you can pause the video and try to answer. Which AWS service is primarily used for security auditing? CloudWatch, CloudTrail, GuardDuty, Config. So we know that security auditing, CloudTrail. Who did what? You want to monitor CPU usage of an EC2 instance in real time. Which AWS service should you use? Which AWS service should we use? CPU usage want to monitor real time means CloudWatch. B. Which data type is stored in CloudTrail logs? Which type of data? System performance API, application network, API call history and user identity. API call history and user identity are stored in the CloudTrail log. So that's it for today. Hope you like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also follow DevOps Challenge Hub LinkedIn page. I post quiz contests daily, and you can participate in that. And you can also follow WhatsApp channel for regular updates. Thank you for watching this video, and see you again in the next video.